Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up your KDE Plasma desktop environment. I have my desktop environment set up in a way that I think makes the most sense, where I have all my virtual desktops on the top, where I have my system tray, my mostly used applications, and I have a tiling window manager script. I have all my toolbars on the top when I open a program, and I have minimize and maximize on the top left, so I use all the space available on the computer. When I open a different program, it opens in a Fibonacci pattern, and as I said, everything I want to do is on the top, so I use most of the space. I have the theme, macOS theme installed, and the colors that match macOS, I think Mojave or something. Anyway, I'll show you how to set it up. And first thing you want to do is to move your toolbar, whatever it's called. You want to move your panel to the top, and you have to download a couple of widgets. For example, you need a spacer. Also, you need to download window buttons and window AppMenu. I'm gonna leave the links down in the description, but this is where you can download it from: KDE Store, window buttons applet, and window AppMenu. After you download all of those things, you want to move the panel to the top, and then you want to edit panel, and here you add window buttons, and here you add window AppMenu. I'm gonna put my virtual desktops in the middle and put another lattice spacer here, system tray. Oh, by the way, you have to download better inline clock, because I think it looks better and takes up a little bit more space, but it's more clear and not stacked on top of each other. And I have a little spacer, I think it's 1 pixel wide spacer, so all of these things just don't move out of the view. Okay, after you download that, go to your settings, go to your appearance, global theme, and here you can download, get new global themes, download McMojave. Colors, also download, I think it's here, McMojave. Your splash screen is gonna by default is gonna be McMojave, but I choose to use Breeze. I think it looks a bit better. Well, after you get all of those things installed, it's time to configure them. So I'm gonna edit panel, and I'll show you my configurations. In my configurations, I've removed maximize button because that doesn't make any sense. All the windows are going to be full screen anyway, so I don't have to maximize it. I have minimize and close. The reason we downloaded McMojave themes is because you want to have all your buttons correspond and work well with your overall theme. So choose Monterey Dark. These are my configurations. You can copy it or change it however you like. This is how I'm gonna leave it. Next thing you want to edit is your window AppMenu. My configurations for this is spacing is a bit small. Well, I think by default it's gonna fill it up until it reaches the next widget, but these are my configurations. Default color. I don't have any keyboard bindings to it. All right. Put your spacer behind the virtual desktop, so you want to have some space between your system tray. And as I said, leave one little spacer. I left it 1 pixel wide, so it doesn't slide out the view. So now you want to enable tiling windows. For that, you can simply go to your settings, go to window management, KWin scripts, and there's a script called Kronkite. You wanna download them. You can type here Kronkite. You're gonna download it. By default, you won't have the configure button. You have to add that. The reason we want to add this button is to have the space between windows. For example, I'll show you. When I open up a window, you see there's a little bit of space between programs, so it's a bit more coherent, and it shows what application you are using, and you can see the boundaries and borders. To download configurations, you're going to want to go to Github page of Kronkite, scroll down, and you will find how to install it, yada yada. After that, you want to copy this make directory. This will enable user configurations. Open your terminal, copy this, paste enter, copy this, paste enter. Well, if it doesn't show right away, you can log out of your session and log back in, and then you're going to have these configurations enabled. Go into configurations, geometry. I left 7 pixels between programs. It doesn't make sense to leave it at, for example, 60, as some people do for screenshots, but you can leave it at whatever you want. Some people like to have it at 1 pixel. I left it at 7. So 7, 7, 7, 7, and gaps between tiles also 7. Now you want to make it round. If you want to round up the corners, there's another thing you have to download. Also from a GitHub page, I'm going to leave the link down in the descriptions. It's called ShapeCorners. So ShapeCorners allows you to have these rounded corners, as you see, for example, here and here. To do that, go to this page, and it's very easy. Just copy this build. You build it into your computer. Basically, you copy this line, copy this line, copy this line into a terminal, and in the end, just to enable it, you do kwin and just copy this one into your terminal, and it will enable it. I think you don't have to log out of your session to enable this. Okay, so now we want to get rid of close and minimize button from your configuration. To do that, go into your appearance, window decorations, and you should be probably using Breeze. Go to edit, go to window specific overrides, and here you can add. You want to add. You can do this. Press no borders, border size no borders, and hide window title bar. So it's going to hide the title bar, and the title bar is going to go to the top. That's the widget you added earlier. Alright, now we want to have our little panel on the bottom. Just go to your add remove software and download Plank. I have that downloaded already, so I'm gonna press Control and right click the mouse, go to Preferences. I left it at Transparent, but if you want to download some more themes, you can go to, I think it was GNOME Shop or something. I don't know, you can Google, I think it's GNOME Shop. It's like KDE Shop, but for GNOME, find Plank doc, and you can install the theme like that. I left it at Transparent at the bottom. You can play around with the size the way you want, and I have my icons zoom out a little bit. So I left it at a little bit, something like this. I don't like it too big, so I left it at a little lower. So just like that. Behavior, it's gonna dodge all the active windows like that. I left it at window dodge. Okay, what else? Oh, by default, the application launcher that I use is called, what was it? I think it's called show alternative. Oh yeah, application dashboard. I use this because it shows log in, log out, restart, and most recently used programs.